from what we were telling you last year, movies were like the biggest bugbear. And as you can see from Mark's presentation, unfortunately, the studios don't produce hundreds and hundreds of hours of movies. So for us, we then had a relook at our movie channels, because I think at the time, we increased our movie channels. The global trend was to have genre channels. But for our market, it's simply too much and had too many repeats across the channels. So we reduced the channels from 6 to 4. And on 1 April, as you saw in the press announcement, we will terminate Mnet Showcase, and we will then have 3 premium movie channels. We've also terminated lower tier channels, AMC and True Movies, where the repeat rates were really high and the movies were really old. Now, on a Sunday night, which is a big traditional movie night in South Africa, you have the choice of 3 movies, and one of them being kind of like a world cinema movie, which we didn't previously have. In terms of the variety of movies that we offer, so we launched another Nollywood movie channel. It's doing really, really well. Then, based on the back of the success of the Z series channel, in this month we launched Z Bolly Movies, which already kind of like have people talking. The greatest news, I think, is that we're going to have a bigger output of local movies. On Mzansi Magic, you're going to see more first run kind of made for TV movies that will then go to Mzansi Bioscope, and then Karen tirelessly kind of like continues with Jan to kind of like do those fantastic Afrikaans movies. All right, so we've done this. So what were the results? For people that have Explorers, our repeat complaints are down by 12%, wave on wave. Then for people that don't have PVRs, so the complaints around repeats are down by 14%, content depreciation up by 9%, and overall satisfaction up by 2%. What we've done around series, which is kind of like the next phase now for us, is we've already terminated CBS Drama and Action at the end of last year. We are reducing 1 premium channel. We're merging Mnet Edge into Mnet, which will mean that we will have fresh content for 7 days a week from 5 o'clock in the afternoon till 11 at night, which I think is an absolute brilliant kind of like achievement. And then we're going to reduce 1 mass market channel, series channel, so Mnet Family. We are also terminating just to kind of like get rid of kind of like the windowing of the same titles down. Like I said, more new content over weekends. Stacking. There are some channels where we're still going to do limited stacking, but we've had reviews with all the channels, and you'll already see dramatic changes around that. And then the big bugbear is this thing of the popular titles being aired across many channels. So you see NCIS, for instance, on Mnet, where it's the first run and the premiere to the territory, and then it will window down to kind of like lower tier channels. So we're working on windowing around that. And then lastly, I think the biggest challenge for us, and like where our biggest effort is going at the moment, is basically to help you to find the new content and actually discover content that sits outside your channel repertoire of 8 channels, or however many that might be.